Hello there. Just a quick note before we begin the podcast. Apologies for the poor lighting and flickering green screen in Ethan's video throughout. This will 100% be sorted out for next episode, and hopefully the image in place of it towards the end of the podcast makes up for it. Now on with the video. Welcome back to the Toffee Waffle podcast. This is episode 7, and we have finally got a win to talk about. It's our first win in 5 games and in 5 episodes, and it's only our 5th away win in the league this season. So yeah, it's finally going to be a much less miserable podcast all round.
Well, there's some miserable points still, though, isn't there?
There are still 1 or 2 negatives, but today was so much more positive. The amount of improvements we made today and we showed today is just staggering.
Yeah.
We also got an improvement in my hair as well. So
it's shown to me how much we can improve next season. With 1, 2, maybe even 3 key signings, we could be in the running for Europe easily, 100%.
Well, Ancelotti said in the week, I think we're looking at a centre-back, centre-mid, right-back and right winger, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. I'm glad that they seem to share the vision with the fans, but most fans, key areas have been identified by the...
I like the fact he's more open with the transfers as well. Marco Silva never came out publicly and said some of these players are moving on, did he ever?
Yeah.
Ancelotti does not care. So.
Yeah, I 100% believe that there's a plan in place. And we're going to buy players for a reason this time, rather than your Koemans and your Silvers and just buy players for with no plan of how they're going to fit into the system.
Yeah, like you said, he was going to work side by side with Brands. Mm-hmm. Surely every manager should work side by side with their director of football.
Again, I've seen about that as well, that Ancelotti actually doesn't usually choose signings that much. He usually works with
the director of football.
He usually works with the director of football, and so. He usually makes them make decisions who to buy.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to take control himself, which I think there probably was an element of with the last few managers we've had. I think. They say Richarlison was definitely Silva's signing, which I'm not 100% sure on, but remains to be seen. But yeah, on to the game. It was actually the most surprised and probably disappointed I've been with a lineup since the lockdown.
Yeah.
It seemed like the graphics showed it as a 4-4-2 again, and it seemed like we were trying Sigurdsson out on the left again, which
it wasn't
shown countless times it doesn't work. But
not at all, was it?
It wasn't that at all, and that's another positive as well. I'm so glad that Ancelotti's shown you can change it up. We're not just going to stick with it 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah, I think it worked better today. These players definitely, yeah. Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin haven't really been given the midfield option. So the wingers and Sigurdsson playing as the number 10 really helped them today. They got a lot more of the ball, showed a lot more as well. And we scored a goal at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone improved as a result of the formation, especially going forward. Gomez looked like a different player.
Gomez looked like Gomez.
But yeah, look, Gomez is like the Gomez we all know he can be. Absolutely bossing it. And even Sigurdsson had a good game. There's no getting away from it. There were still little flashes of his old self in there.
Yeah. And Davis as well.
Davis had a poor game.
It pains me to say it, but he was good at times.
He was good at times.
He just let himself down. Every second ball he lost and all that. Disappointment.
Yeah. I'd probably say him and Sadiba are our 2 worst players today, but he's been nowhere near. He was nowhere near as bad.
I don't know why he played Sadiba today.
I was surprised by that.
It's weird. Coleman's been in good form, I thought,
and they said in commentary that the decision's already passed. We missed our opportunity to sign Sadiba permanently, even if we wanted to. I think we had to take that up by July the 1st.
I'm glad that he would have already signed him. like you said before, he came out and said we wanted a right back.
Yeah.
He would have already signed Sidibe, so I think he's off the cards now.
So yeah, it's clear Sidibe is not the answer, which makes it all the more
Well, he
surprising
never
that he
was.
started today.
Never was.
Was the decision to drop Coleman maybe fitness based? That's all I can really think of, to be honest. Otherwise, I can't think any reason why they played Sidibe, because he was poor today, definitely, particularly poor.
He blows hot and cold. He does.
He has had good games for us, but he's had more bad games than better ones, and we can't have a player that inconsistent anyway.
Yeah.
But it was just such an improvement today. We had such more of a positive outlook. I don't think Sheffield United were quite at the races today, but even so,
didn't they?
That's one of the most solid defences in the whole league, and the amount of chances we created away from home. I know.
Oh yeah.
Cartilage isn't as much of a thing at the moment because of the behind closed doors, but we were still taking the game to them a lot, and really played.
We should have scored more. I felt
definitely should have scored more.
They didn't really have a clear-cut chance, not that I can remember anyway. Not our defence was like a brick wall today.
Yeah.
They attacked the right a lot though, because of Sidibe being weak, of course.
Yeah.
But I thought the centre backs were brilliant together.
Centre backs were excellent. Yeah, I think Brantford definitely proved me wrong, because first 20 minutes of the game he looked proper like a fish out of water. Like, it seemed he didn't fit into the system we were trying to play, like the passing stuff and that. Like,
but he grows into it. He did it against Villa as well. He grows into the game, and Wolves as well. He just grows into it. It takes him a while, which is fair enough. He's 18. It is going to take him, but he's brilliant.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be a player in there. Like,
yep.
It might be him and Holgate as partnering in the defence in the next few years.
I'd ship off Mina now.
I wouldn't ship him off. I don't think we're in a position to get rid of our centre backs right now.
I'd like us to get rid of Mina and then obviously sign another one. But I'd sell Mina out.
I think Mina's good enough to be a squad player, though. I do.
But out of the three we've got, I'd sell Mina. Like Keane, Holgate.
I still think the jury's out on Keane. I know he's been a lot better recently, but there's still, I don't know. I still don't think he's good enough to be the starter. I still think he's probably the weakest out of those three. In my opinion. But
no.
I wouldn't ship any of them off. I don't see the point. We've only got three players, centre backs that are ready for the first team yet. Because as good as Brantford has been today, he's still not first team ready at all.
No.
But then you wouldn't expect him to be, obviously.
But I wouldn't put him out on loan. Would not put him out on loan.
No, keep him in.
I think it would
hold him in Unsworth's under 23 squad.
I don't want him to be another Beningame where he has a few games in the first team and it just drops off again.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I see a lot more in him though than I have in the other youth prospects coming through, like Galloway, Pennington, Browning, players like that in the past. I already see a lot more potential in him.
Definitely. Well, there must have been something that made us sign. I think we only signed him in January, didn't we, from Carlisle?
Yeah.
Or was it? It might have been this summer. I can't remember. But recent signing.
January. Ancelotti's only signing.
Yeah. And we paid a lot of money for a 17-year-old centre back in League Two. So there's definitely something in there. And
Brands has done brilliant. If he's got something to do with that, that's an excellent signing.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I'm not sure if it's a brand signing or another Unsworth signing, maybe like Calvert-Lewin was, but regardless, there definitely seems to be a player in there, which is good. But yeah, moving on to the goal. Richarlison is just amazing. Like I can't think of any other way to say it. I think
it was exactly like. Well, no, it wasn't. Ignore me. That was Sigurdsson, just brilliant balling. Richarlison did he seems to score like glances a lot. You know what I mean? If he has a header, it always goes in a far corner. Like the one against Wolves, Lincoln, and now today, always.
It was an odd free kick, though, to be fair, because there wasn't a lot of power on it. It seemed. I wonder if it's something they've worked on in training. It was an accurate free kick rather than one with power that someone could just knock in on.
Just lump it in the box and pray.
But that's what I mean. It wasn't really a glancer, because if you watch it, he proper has to generate a lot of power from where he's standing, because he's right on the edge of the area. He has to really generate power to get his neck back and get it into that far corner, like you're saying. Just a brilliant header. And
he had one against Palace as well, didn't he? remember when Calvert-Lewin tapped it in for the
Yeah.
third? I think it was.
Yeah, similar to that.
Yeah.
He'd had a really frustrating first half. It seemed like it was going to be another one of those days where they
Where he
just
just
second he got on the ball, someone would just kick a lump out of him. But
it happened all the time.
yeah,
Every game we've done one of these. Every time,
yeah.
Richarlison just gets kicked and kicked and kicked.
But second half, he won everything again. Like that's what I mean. I know Ancelotti wanted to persevere with them two up front, but I like him out on the left because he'll chase anything and he'll track
Yeah.
back. And didn't
Calvert-Lewin
he?
scares me though. He was poor again today.
I disagree. I think Cavalier was okay today.
He had two clear-cut chances. Didn't control the first one. Gomez played a nice ball over to
That was
him.
a
Didn't
beautiful ball.
control it, and then he hit the
that
post.
that was poor.
He hit the post. Free header, about 3 yards out, and hits the post.
It wasn't really a free header. He had to beat his man, but
Yeah, but he still hit the post.
and I just thought he was unlucky with that. To be honest, like when the luck's not going against you, when the luck's going against you, he's just going against you. There's nothing really you can do about that. And obviously, he's in a poor run of form, but he's still. And he finally. This is the first real game he's had a lot of chances in. And yeah, he came close. And I know he didn't take it, but yeah, like I said, he came close. So definitely not worth being written off. Yeah, at all.
No, not at all.
And I think Keane picked up a knock. That's
Yeah,
why
he
on
did.
the bench.
Yeah, in training.
Yeah,
But
which is a drag.
it's so unlucky for him because I think Ancelotti was going to start him.
I was thinking that.
I think he was.
Might have given him a go today.
Even if he starts against Bournemouth, is it enough? Really? Is it enough?
But once again, Ancelotti said in week, and he like assured us he will be here next season. We're not loaning him out. He's not. He doesn't want to leave. He will be here next season.
Yeah,
I know we always talk about like there must be a reason he's not playing, but I don't know. I reckon there's more to it than we know. It's not just that Ancelotti doesn't rate him and Ferguson or Silva didn't rate him before. I think we are still definitely willing to give him a chance. So hopefully next season can be his breakout season. It'd be really good to see.
Green screen's broke.
Yeah, we'll just ignore that. We had a few technical difficulties before recording, so. But there's definitely a dilemma on Ancelotti's hand now, isn't there? Do
100%.
you stick with this 4-2-3-1, which seems to suit the squad we've got now?
I would.
Or do you buy the players to fit into this 4-4-2 system that he definitely seems to prefer?
Whatever he wants to do, I do not care. He is a genius.
Oh,
Whatever.
I think
Like, you can't argue with him. If I say 4-2-3-1, and if he goes 4-4-2, what am I going to argue with? He's won the Champions League about 83 times.
I think it all depends which players he rates that we've got now.
Yeah.
Like, I think my main example is Gomez.
I think he rates him.
Gomez does not work in a 4-4-2. If you want Gomez to be a starter, and
he needs a rock solid player next to him.
He needs a compact midfield. He needs at least two people in the centre of him today, like he had Sigurdsson and Davis today. He's got much more creative freedom, a lot less responsibility on his shoulders. Still does his job.
I think Ancelotti does rate him. And remember, he is only 25, Gomez. So he's got at least another 5-6 years to improve.
Is he only 25?
Only 25, yeah.
I thought he'd be a few years older than that. Yeah, no. You'd go with that though, wouldn't you? Like,
I'd keep Gomez.
Well, I think he's shown today that it's not the injury.
He's shown he is good enough. Yeah,
I think it's just the system we were playing him in, because of course you've got to remember, first few games he's had back, were the first games he's had under Ancelotti at all, like before. Oh, hello.
My head's gone now. Trying to sort it out, and my head's gone.
Just leave it. Turn it off.
Okay.
Right.
It's because it's gone dark. Yeah, because Gomez, under Ancelotti, he had just had an injury. And now he's getting back into full fitness.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can climb on that. This game today shows he has got what it takes. But he needs to build on this game now. Whether he builds on this game or not, decides his future.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, really. You said everything you want to say. Your green screen's gone, so
I've lost it.
yeah, we might as well just wrap it up here then. So
Yeah, it's gone again. Try one more time. It's not happening.
it's not happening, but yeah, we move on to the last game of the season. I
Bournemouth.
assume that's on Sunday, right?
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday, yeah. So, and then that'll be it. We'll have to do
Prem
podcasts
special
on
next time.
transfer rumours and stuff. But yeah, we'll do a big Premier League special. We'll just be about Everton for the next one. We'll discuss every team in the league and
Yeah.
what next season holds for them, how they've done this season and that. And yeah, it'll be one big
And
fun
then
review.
maybe at the end of the transfer window we could do a rating.
Yeah.
Like every team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
Okay. Cool. Right. So yeah, we will see you for that on Sunday. So yeah, from me and Ethan, that's goodbye.